What is good, Cardano fam, Ada gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today and tons of fresh alpha from Charles's live stream today. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. I want to say thank you, a big thanks, a big shout out to the community over on X. Twitter, you guys are killing it. We passed 4,000 followers, so I just want to say thank you to the Angry Crypto fam on Twitter and here on YouTube. Charles says it's clear I'm going to be involved influencing policy in the United States, legislative options, potential executive options. I've met with Senator Scott and Senator Wyden. We continue to be in contact with the administration, Senate, and Congress. If it wasn't any more clear, well, now it is, but it's going to get even more clear. He says, I've been providing names to the transition team, people I think would be excellent advisors. Now, he said American-based, a wide spectrum. My goal has always been, as I spoke before Congress in 2022, to promote a good universal crypto policy. I will be involved. He says Input Output Global's policy office will be fully staffed in 2 to 3 months. I did meet with the transition team. We will be involved in US crypto policy. We're now leveraging relationships we spent the last 3 years constructing. So while people trolling, while people doing keyboard warrior, while people doing ad hominem attack as a self-proclaimed Bitcoin maxi, Charles has been building, guys, and sometimes these great things take time. Another fabulous clip. He says crypto needs to become bipartisan. The opinion ought to be that crypto is good for the US economy and the US consumer. We need a framework that allows our industry to grow and thrive. We are in discussions. It's early. So it's again to remind you guys that the discussions are ongoing. It's still very early. We're going to wait for this to evolve. And I do agree with the bipartisan, because if it's not bipartisan, then after 4 years, it's just going to go back to some Gary Gensler type beat. So we need to have everyone on board to see the benefits of cryptocurrency. This is a fantastic clip. Crypto can enter $20 trillion of real-world assets and $100 trillion global markets. He also said that it's going to enter the mainstream consumer. Many other Fortune 500 companies will be jumping on. If we act with humility and unity, we will get significant bills passed during the next 2 years, he said. More will be clear in the next 60 to 90 days. I will be traveling to Washington, D.C. regularly, and the office, right, IOG's office, the goal with the bills will be clarity and fairness for everyone. So fantastic. Really, Charles wants to see the industry thrive. He wants to see everything come back to the USA and for everybody to win. What's there not to like with that? Very exciting. Rosenbridge, next up on the Rosenbridge radar after Doge, Runes, and Binance Smart Chain. Bitcoin Cash, Doge, Tron, TRX. So it's great to see more integrations. Why, might you ask? Well, we see big transfers, guys. We continue to see big transfers. Look at that $20,000 over to Cardano from Bitcoin on Rosen. And it continues. Another $23,000 from Bitcoin to Cardano on Rosen. So people are FOMOing in, they're jumping in. And this adds to more value. I think that bridges are not how we saw them cringe back in 2021. Bridges have come a long way. So I think that Rosen, WAN Chain, and more are going to do a fantastic job to bring more capital. Well, speaking of decentralized GPU computing network Dedium, we saw them recently officially partner up with Huawei Cloud. And now they have applied to Kraken. Kraken is a fantastic exchange, one of the leading ones with proof of reserves. And they're fantastic, serving over 10 million clients. So let's read into this great thread real quick. They submitted their listing application to Kraken. After Kraken, we saw invited Cardano native tokens to apply and saying that they're already ready with technology. So a perfect fit. Top 10 for daily volume. So for the past 3 months, Dedium has consistently ranked among the top 10 projects in CNT's daily trading volume, showing strong market interest and community support. In fact, when we launched staking, 25% of the supply was locked within 48 hours. Trusted partnerships and clients. Dedium isn't just about volume. We're building with giants, from working with Huawei startup program to powering contracts for our client Leonardo AI, which I believe was acquired by Canva. We're forming partnerships and fueling clients that innovate. And it's funny that people kind of gave them flack about Huawei because Huawei Cloud, it's officially associated with Huawei on Twitter, and they were part of that incubation program. So both sides were official. So I don't know. I think people just like to always hate on projects. Leading the Cardano ecosystem, Dedium is breaking new ground as the first Cardano native token with this level of traction and connections. By listing Dedium, Kraken would support a pioneering project that bridges Cardano's potential with real-world impact. Finally, a unique opportunity. Projects like Aether in our sector have recently listed, showing demand for decentralized computing solutions in blockchain. Dedium's unique partnerships and growth trajectory make it the right choice for Kraken's next listing. Maybe, you guys, we're going to see projects like Snek. I think Snek had interest. Snek, Iagon, Dedium. I think we're going to see a bunch of those like great DPIN and high quality meme coins get listed on a bunch of exchanges. Now, who's it going to be first? Is it going to be Binance? Is it going to be Kraken? Let me know. All eyes are on Cardano, guys. We're going to briefly take a look at TradingView, but wow, it is nice to see these Giga Chad pumps. We this morning went up to 64 cents. We touched 85% boost 7-day. 85%. This is what I've been meaning about, like, it takes a long time to pump, but when it pumps, it's fast. Especially with supply shock. You got to keep that in mind. If you just go to the 1 month chart, I mean, look at that beautiful chart, guys. What have I been saying about scooping up the dip? If y'all not been scooping up the dip, if y'all not been scooping up the dip, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I've been talking about the local floor, 24 cent, 33 cent. And so there's been a great opportunity to scoop up some Cardano ADA, and hopefully you guys got some good dips and were able to take advantage of the dips. And I don't think it's too late, but you know, I prefer to buy when there's dips. You know what I'm saying? I did get a message in my DMs of like, yo, Cardano's running, should I buy some? And I just thought to myself, like, bro, I've been telling you to get some for months now. But that's how the masses are. They don't see the potential when the prices are down. Price pump is the legitimizing factor for them, ironically. But if you've been through the trenches, if you've been through the bear market, you know if a project has good fundamentals, which Cardano does, then you're ready. You just have to buy, hold, wait, and then, plan accordingly. And when we look at TradingView, Bitcoin dominance has come down a little bit, 59%. So kind of peaked out around 60% if you factor in wrapped Bitcoin as well. Probably higher, maybe 61, 62%. And again, as a recap, guys, if you don't know what this is just the dominance of Bitcoin in the global market. And every single time that ADA pumped, the two times, the first all-time high in January 2018, Bitcoin dominance was low, around 37%. And the second time, Bitcoin dominance was low, around 41%. That's when altcoin season goes berserk. That is why CZ says it's just getting started. That is why Altcoin Daily says the same thing. So it's really contingent on Bitcoin dominance tumbling. And I'm also going to watch Litecoin. If you guys look at Litecoin, I know a lot of people rip on Litecoin, but hear me out. The reason why I'm mentioning Litecoin is that Litecoin is almost like an index. It's like showing you when the pumps are. Check it out. Litecoin is not really going crazy, right? Single digit gains. But if you notice, it performed in May when Bitcoin global search via Google was at its peak. And it also performed at the very tail end of 2021 before we had this NFT surge. Therefore, we can pretty much approximate that, just take a look at Litecoin chart. Take a look at Litecoin chart. Take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Take a look at Bitcoin global search. The masses are not here yet. Otherwise, Litecoin would be running. Otherwise, Bitcoin global search would be surging in the 50-60%. And otherwise, if altcoin season was here upon us, we would be down in these levels. So we have some euphoria going into January, but I think we're going to establish some new floors. And I think that Cardano is going to surprise a lot of people and just go crazy. I think that we might stay high above these levels, like 50 cent. I don't know if we're going to go back down beneath 40 cent. Given the current climate, given what Charles has said in these 5 clips of working with, and being a part of US policy one way or another, Bitcoin OS, Axelar network effect, safe and secure, you start to stack everything and you can see that Cardano has been here for 7+ years performing. And you can't say the same thing about many other projects. There are many other projects, guys. I highly recommend you guys look at the history of projects that listed on CMC and CG 7 years ago and see if they're even there in the top 100 anymore. There are many projects that completely dissolved the BitConnect, the Terra, the whatever you want to insert name here. So because of that, Cardano has benefited from network effect, a brand name, and even if it's boring, the normies are like, oh yeah, Cardano, yeah, that's safe and secure. Let me buy that. That's just the facts. That's when I look at it at qualitative design, that is what's going on. And now we have Charles back, fresh, great charismatic leadership. As someone who saw the potential of MOG and many other projects, Cardano is definitely one of the top blue chip picks in my opinion. And many other projects will go through and rip and go crazy, but it's undeniable that Cardano has massive potential. We're chilling right now at a 78% 7-day pump. That's undeniable. And anyone who's quiet right now, disgruntled that we're pumping, they got to respect the pump. I think it's important that they respect the pump. We don't need to rage at them. Just we'll try to be kind and we'll try to have restraint and be meek. But at the end of the day, I saw posts saying, oh, like give it 1 hour and Cardano will fall under Tron. And we continue to add $7 billion. From when trolls said we're going to go underneath Tron, we added $7 billion to our market cap. So things can change very quickly, and I'm confident that Cardano has a very bright future ahead of it. It might not be linear. We might come down a little bit, but strap up, boys. Get ready for the pump. So, guys, USDC these nuts, USDT these nuts, USDM these nuts, USDA these nuts, RLUSD these nuts, USDS these nuts, SUSD these nuts, and heck, JED these nuts. So, guys, let me know, what are you excited about the most? For me, it has to be Charles's involvement with policy in the US. I think it's going to be crazy. So let's keep an eye out for the next 60 to 90 days. That is going to be the key thing. More will be clear in the next 60 to 90 days. So we will keep an eye out. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.